I loud.
Hey, you get to haunt the narrative.
Hello,
This
everybody, and welcome back to the Dungeon Scrawlers in our side story of the Abomination Vaults, the Rally of the Roseguard. I am your DM, your dungeon mistress, Fable Brown, and thank you for all very much for joining us as we go to our ultimate episode of this little two-parter uh, to set this break in between the season. If you are here from if you are here for your code from Idle Champions, just throw exclamation point code into the chat. That should be set for you. And here to tell us more a little bit about that and about herself, I will pass this on to Gabrielle.
Hello, I'm Gabrielle Harboe. Tonight I am playing the infamous Otari Ilvashti, and I am a writer, editor, literary agent, and I have a Patreon, which you can find at exclamation point Gabrielle. And I'm also here to tell you more about Idle Champions. Idle Champions of the Forgotten Realms is a strategy game that unites iconic D&D characters from novels, campaigns, and popular shows into one epic adventure. It includes Farida and Havilar from the Brimstone Angels novels, your favorite heroes from Baldur's Gate 3, the kids from the D&D cartoon, Volo, Racelyn from Dragonlance, and so many more characters. It's available for PC and Mac on Steam, at the Epic Games Store, Google Play, Xbox, PlayStation, iPad, iPhone, all Android devices, TI-80 calculators, probably. Um, yeah, play it anywhere, play it everywhere. For more information, check out idlechampions.com. And I will pass this to Jen.
Hello, I'm Jen, now with bangs. Um,
Jen, do
uh,
you have bangs?
I do.
Jen
It's
has
They look
bangs.
exciting.
great.
Yeah, so I go by Savage Sparrow on the internet. SavageSparrow.com is my awesome website for nerdy apparel and accessories. Patreon.com/Savage Sparrow for my artwork. You can click exclamation point Savage for those links specifically. But I'm here hyped and excited to promote my Kickstarter, the Skittering Through the Stars remixed, which is our Starfinder 2 inspired collection. It is launching on Kickstarter tomorrow. Officially this time, I swear. You can also join us on my channel, the Savage Sparrow Twitch channel. It's just twitch.tv/Savage Sparrow, where we'll be doing a launch stream tomorrow at 12:30 Central Time. The fabulous Fable and gorgeous Gabrielle will be joining for hangouts and vibes as we watch number go up. And yeah, definitely check out the Kickstarter. It's going to be awesome. The button up is so super cute, and I'm super proud of it. Hit exclamation point skittering to get that link if you haven't checked it out already. And tonight I'm going to be playing Asafina, who is your cleric ranger. Take it away, Kelsey.
Hi, I'm Kelsey, part-time artist, full-time cryptid, and this is Gideon, who is 8 weeks old. You can find my art Instagram with exclamation mark Kels in chat. I am also I'm gonna be playing Volrajani today. Great, been having a good time with that. And I'm also here to tell you about Phoenix Dice. Phoenix Dice is named for the creature that rises from the ashes because they use all recycled material for their dice. Do you want this? Do you want this?
Oh,
Gideon is so ready to game. They're always designing and testing multiple types of recycled materials for your enjoyment, rising dice from the ashes and onward to epic adventures. You can find their dice and accessories at phoenixdice.com. Hey, take it away, Ben.
Hello, I'm Benjamin Williams. I am a video game industry person who loves playing with these delightful humans. I will be playing your crazy abjuration wizard Zarmavdian tonight. And playing a wizard, maybe you noticed if you caught last episode, that we're sort of like in a realm of like wizard fight, right? And that wizard fight resulted in our big bad being incapacitated. You know what's time for incapacitated? Warriors. But our warriors don't use plastic light weapons. No, no. They like Norse Foundry type weapons, metal weapons, like the metal dice that Norse Foundry have. And when you roll them, it's just going to feel like you're doing terrible things to a necromancer lady who is incapacitated, and her monster horde. So Norse Foundry offers other cool gaming accessories if you don't want to beat up a necromancer with them, and you can find them their store and more about them at norsefoundry.com. Back to you, Fable.
Dean came in with the segue. Good job. Well, thank you very much. As previously stated, my name is Fable. You can see more about the stuff that I do over at my Patreon, patreon.com/FableFoxtail. That's FOXTALE. Tonight, I want to catch you all up where we've been. Deep in the woods, about 20 miles outside of Absalom, there has been a tower erected. The legends of the Roseguard and the conflict that they had had with Belcorra Haruvex, a sorceress that had gone out and had been sending undead into Absalom and the places between, calling in dark favor. So, we're sent to be destroyed. The Roseguard turned out into the swamp, arrived up. Belcorra was slain. They lost a friend, and the town of Otari was founded in his name. That's the story. That's what we hear. And now I get to see how it goes. The last session, we had seen the Roseguard on the beginning of their assault into the gaunt lighted self, this large tower that seems like a lighthouse with a glowing blue light at the very top that seems to hold itself in the colors that you can just barely see from a distance, and especially at nighttime. They push through hordes of ghouls and into the Lady of the Light herself, Belcorra Haruvex, a blonde, beautiful but cruel-faced sorceress that sent the denizens of undead charging upon them. After some swift back and forth, some spells being thrown hither and yon, the fight and concept, the fight of back and forth has managed to uh, injure many on both sides, slay many of these ghouls as their bodies begin to pile up by the door, and most recently, Isofina Menemez rushing around, feeling a slash through her clothing, but managing to push through from some outside power that she does not immediately understand. Pushing through by some outside power that she did not immediately understand, got close enough to push away all of these creatures and undead about them. Zarmavdin was able to land a spell on Belcorra herself that set a horrific snake upon her that has stopped her from being able to move, that has stopped her from being able to act as these fibers of long green go through her flesh. Her arms, which she had sacrificed to some outer power, and now floating bone and glowing blue where the skin would be. She stands tight and unmoving. And let's see here. Starting up, that gets us back to the beginning of initiative here on round 4 with Otari Ilvashti. You have been around Asafina long enough now that you are aware that when something is when something is fleeing like this, striking it will get its attention back. But you see in this moment, unsure if she's uh, actually able to run or not. There is a moment as this ghoul in front of you seems affected by the light, and its dead eyes go wide. But it is your turn.
Well, I'm going to try to shake this ghoul that's next to me. How hurt does this one look?
The one on you is fairly hurt. Not not bloodied quite yet, but certainly injured.
Well, let's see what we can do about that. Ah, but they are turned.
Correct.
So if
Uh,
I hit it, it will no longer be turned. It will be interested in me again.
yes,
Mhm.
it is
So,
currently trying to flee. Not forever, but for the moment, all it's going to be trying to do is get away from you.
well, in that case, I will make its task easier and I will withdraw from it. Since it's trying to get away from me, it's not going to take an opportunity attack. And I'm going to rush up to the lady herself. 20, 30
All
puts
right.
me right there.
You sprint
And
through, dodging in between and weaving amidst your friends before running up to Belcorra, who seems to be trying to move, but her arms shake as this venom seems to surge throughout her body.
well, let's see how much damage we can do. Um, we have some sneak attack options. Um, so we're going to try the dice and then see what happens.
Absolutely.
That was not what I expected to happen. I expected it to actually roll my to hit. Let's try this again. D&D Beyond, or I'm moving to other dice. Okay, so that's a 15 to hit.
Do so with advantage. Belcorra is currently incapacitated, which gives you advantage to hit while you are right next to her.
I will happily try again. Ah, it looks like 15 was it.
All right. And as she is incapacitated, most terrifyingly, it is also automatic. Any melee attacks or attacks specifically within 5 feet uh, are automatically criticals.
Nice. So we're going to roll uh, the 1d4 for the dagger plus another 1d4 for
Correct.
the
You will
crit.
double your dice pool.
Okay. So
All of
that
it.
comes to
All the dice.
6. Plus, we're doubling the sneak attack bonus as well.
Correct.
Oh, oh. So hold on to 6 because then we have that's another 6, 7, 9, 10, 11.
All righty.
And then we have the next round of sneak attack dice,
Mhm.
which are uh 10 more, 21, and I'm going to reserve one sneak attack die to do a special sneak attack action, which is to uh, try to trip her. So she needs to succeed on a 15 DC 15 dex save or be incapacitated and prone.
Righty. That is an important difference. Let me see here. I believe she has disadvantage on those because of her incapacitation.
She has disadvantage on ability checks, but not saving throws.
Thank you very much. So yes. Capacitated. Yes, she can try and make this save. Being incapacitated doesn't stop you from actually moving, just being able to really do anything.
Oh,
However,
please try to move away from me. I would love the opportunity attack.
let's see. Uh, that is going to be a 16.
That will succeed. So she gets 21 points of damage, but she does not get knocked prone.
You rush forward, stab at her, unable to properly dodge from you or even absorb the blow. Your rapier slams into her, and you hear these through her teeth. You go and kick your heel underneath her foot, and she raises her foot and stomps her heel down on your toe. Uh, as it does, and sort of backs back off of the blade. Uh, there is still certainly, it seems, fight in her, but
Hmm.
she does not seem to be able to pull herself together to even really speak. But up close, you can see seething hatred in her eyes that are beginning to glow with a green back behind the pupils.
Okay, I'm going to take the other half of my attack with Nick and stab her with that was my dagger, so I'm going to stab her with the rapier now.
Got it?
And that will be, let's do this correctly this time, roll 20, or that's a 13 to hit.
This one also has advantage.
Of course it does.
She is still incapacitated.
Right. That's a natural 20 on the die.
Incredible.
Ooh.
And so it certainly hits. Usually what it would do as a crit is double the damage die, and well, that's happening anyway.
Okay. So that's 7 plus 3 is 10 more damage.
Alrighty. She is certainly quite hurt as this comes sailing in, and uh, you manage to catch her in the side. She's not moving swiftly enough to properly be able to dodge any of these, uh, just enough to be able to stay standing and moving, tottering on her feet. You watch as blood from her spills onto this skull charm that she's wearing around her neck. And with these glowing eyes, glowing light behind the eyes, with a mouth stuffed with moss. She stumbles back and it pours onto the floor, uh, holding herself and trying to talk through the pain surging up in her neck and running underneath her skin.
Ooh, not looking too good, man. I was going to use my bonus action to disengage, but I'm so inspired by how hurt she is that I'm going to use my bonus action to take one more stab with a dagger and hope that it turns the tide a little more.
Alrighty.
Chat, does anyone think it's a bad idea that the necromancer is bleeding onto her skull-shaped pendant that has been glowing?
I'm sure that's fine.
Yeah, you know what? I'm being silly. It's fine. It's fine.
Yeah. Like, skull-shaped pendants glow mysteriously all the
fine.
time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Totally. So that's not a great. That's a 5 on the die. So it was a 6 and a 5.
What is the total for the 6?
6.
Alrighty. So for
I don't get my bonuses because it's a additional strike, unfortunately.
Okay, so that one, like, you go stop, see her hurt, and make the last move to try and nick her with the dagger, and this skeletal hand reaches up and snatches you by the wrist for a couple of moments, and you feel your skin go frostbite cold in her grasp, as as it begins to clinch. You feel the bones in your wrist tighten before you're able to yank your arm away. And her hand is now in front of you, magic crackling between her fingers, but unable to necessarily get it in place yet.
Don't let her touch you. I mean, not that that had to be said, he tells his friends with a laugh, but ouch.
As you pull your hand away, underneath the bracer, you can still feel the shape of her hand in your skin. That bad gut feeling that you woke
I'm
up
not
with this morning.
backing away from her. I'm keeping my eyes very intently on her, but I am shaking out my wrist because I'm trying to get more feeling back into my hand.
All right.
And that is my turn.
All right. Next up at Initiative 21 is Volrajani.
All right.
As a burst of light and things start running away from you, you see Belcorra. They're currently unable to move. Or
And
to fight back, it seems.
all right. Sorry, kitten is extremely squirmy today. All right.
Kitten wants to fight Belcorra.
Oh, kitten wants to fight Belcorra so bad. Gideon knows he can take her.
Can we get a poll for what class Gideon is in the chat?
Oh,
Okay.
definitely a rogue.
I don't know.
Could be
Might be a
monk.
I don't know. I
barbarian.
think he thinks he's a barbarian. Whether or not
Mm.
he actually is, that's another question.
Okay, give her hell.
All right. Yeah, Vol yells, save some for the rest of us, man. Charging up to engage Belcorra directly as well. Let's see how I do. Taking a swing with the cooperative blade.
You got this. It's going to
Um,
cooperate. I feel it.
Well, that is a 21 to hit.
Certainly hits. Make sure to be rolling with advantage in case you crit. I mean, doesn't
Right.
necessarily matter, but
I do not. Still going to be
totally
the 21.
you are moving up to her. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Just got
And
there.
all right. So that's a 14 and yeah, first off, that's a 14. And how is she looking after that?
With
Mighty
that
swing.
one, with that strength, she is enters bloodied.
Yes.
All right. I'm gonna go ahead then and use my action surge so I can take a second attack then. That lets me do a second attack, right?
I believe, and let me double check. I believe with the level of fighter that you are, you get 2 attacks per attack action.
Do I? Oh yeah,
So
attacks per attack
I think
action
you
too.
do. Yeah.
yes. So, and you're fighting with the cooperative blade.
Yes. So second attack then. We'll just go with that first and see how that goes. And that first one's an 11, so 23 for the second one if I still get advantage.
Correct. You will have advantage every time you swing on her for right now.
Fantastic. Okay. And so the second attack is 12.
Alrighty. 12 more damage. She is beginning to look quite hurt.
Okay. Well, obviously we're just gonna finish her off here, right? So yeah, I'll do the action surge so I can take a third swing at her then.
Okay.
Yeah. See, I saved some for you.
All right, would a 19 hit? Or I guess I should
19
see.
does hit.
Yes, okay. So that is last one will be a 10.
Alrighty. And as a side note, the utilizing action surge gives you another attack. So using another attack action means you get 2 attacks as well with that.
Oh my god, this is absurd.
Fighter swing fighter sword. Fighter have sword?
Fighter have sword. Okay. Yeah, I think my first one does hit what was it?
8th level is cool, man.
24 to hit, yeah. And
so we
that
hit.
is 13 damage.
All right, so that second one is a whopping 23 for that action surge flurry of attacks. So,
Also, there's sap on it, so now she has disadvantage.
correct. So you rush up, but most importantly, that sets her health at below a certain threshold. So you uh you rush up, seeing her unable to move, and noting that she can't fight back. This is a sorcerer. The casters
Yeah.
never work well right when you get right up on them. So as you
Done this
close
before.
in, and a masterful swing of blows, just strike after strike, there's a deluge of blood that runs from her as she tries to move away, and you watch her stagger a little bit, uh, and her hands go up to her face, and at the top of her head you watch her claw down, and you see something wet hit the ground, and she looks back up at you with her skull.
Oh!
The mouth on the inside of the skull around her neck opens. You see it glow, chomp, one of the lights go out, and she disappears.
Well, that was visual.
Well, shit, Otari says. I wasn't expecting that.
Not hot anymore!
I was going to ask if you still wanted to hit that or not.
You know, I think I'm gonna pass now.
Only with
Oh.
a blade, a really sharp one.
Also, where did she go?
Give me a minute. Asaphina is going to firstly grab the rapier that she threw down to switch weapons, and then sort of like look around at the spot that Belcorra disappeared.
So,
She.
as a side note, don't move.
Mhm.
We're still in initiative order.
Oh, okay, never mind.
Ooh.
Sorry, my bad.
You're good.
Looking around is a free action.
Yeah, all
Yeah.
right.
Looking around, talking is absolutely fine.
Yeah,
She
yeah.
did certainly disappear. But you do look down and see the remnants of her face on the ground that seem to be glowing with an odd blue light on the back end of it.
Should that be glowing?
I will say though, Asaphina,
Mhm.
as you see her disappear in this burst of green, you still have a hunter's mark on her.
Mhm.
So you see, despite no tracks being made, you sort of close your eyes and listen. You hear a bunch of these dread heartbeats, these things not moving, and then you hear one in the room to your east.
Cool.
On initiative 20, these guys are going to
flee?
start trying to run away. Can you, Asaphina, for a moment, can you read me Turn Undead one more time?
Yes. Where is it? Each undead of your choice within 30 feet of you must make a, DC 14 wisdom saving throw. The creature fails, it has been frightened. And it has the frightened and incapacitated conditions for a minute. For that duration, it tries to move from you as far as it can on its turns. This
Okay.
effect ends early if the creature takes damage, if you have the incapacitated condition, or if you die.
Alrighty. So, trying to get away from you, these these ghouls are going to run out and then leap off into the water.
Swatter.
Hmm.
I do love that turn undead clarifies of your choosing, just in case you have undead party members.
Yeah,
Some of my best friends are undead.
not
You don't want a
mine.
friendly
That's
fan.
not mine. That's
potentially a
heresy,
spoiler.
Oni-chan.
Remind
You
me
don't
to
want a
tell you about
friendly.
the time I secretly played an undead character and my clerik didn't know it until he cast Turn Undead. Oopsies.
Oh no! Did he
Oh,
run away
no.
from himself?
It was
You're
fun.
just
does
like,
Spooky.
Alrighty.
Amazing.
Where'd she go,
Let's
Gideon?
see.
What is
Gideon,
that
where'd you
one
go?
unturn goal gonna do though? The
We'll see
mind
when
is
it
aflutter with
becomes.
possibility.
We'll see when it is his turn.
Oh,
On initiative 19, Belcorra does something,
uh-oh.
and you don't know what it is.
I don't like that.
I don't like that she's doing things without our knowledge.
I mean, yeah,
Mm.
especially when she's incapacitated until the beginning of my turn.
I mean, all she's doing is dying, right? That's
Right,
definitely
yeah.
all she's doing.
What she does at initiative 19 is bleed.
I
As
don't.
as she stands there, there is a space of the movement around you. Now, after her at initiative 15, there is a moment of, let's see, their movement. So that is B. The one not turned undead will follow the rest of them as though fleeing. And watching Zarmavdin, you watch them all run past you, and your ear twitches as the abjurative magics that you've set have a moment of alert as you watch one of these things start to run past you, pivot 180 degrees, and then try and slash you across the back.
Oh no.
They should not be able to plan. That should be illegal.
We can't have them be coordinated.
So it is going to take a swing of you. And as it does so, its claw comes up behind, and the base abjurative magics that sit on you, this sort of shimmering field about you,
Mhm.
glints its claws off of you, and it does not make proper
It must
contact.
it must have rolled real bad.
Yeah, and that one's pretty bad, I think.
Oh, okay, there you go. Yeah. And I imagine that as my ear twitches, I just sort of like flick and like the sort of like geometric prismatic shield around me just sort of flashes to catch it.
Correct. So there's that
Mhm.
glint. It's going to make its second attack, which is just a bite at you. Doesn't roll grand. That's a 14.
I, strangely for a wizard, am wearing medium armor, and it gets a mouthful of leather and metal.
Yeah.
Because
You see,
if Yankee got that.
thank Geth. You you see it tip its head forward and just bump a bracer into its teeth, snapping back. That takes us to your turn now. There is a ghoul now right up next to you, and Belcorra. Belcorra has disappeared. If
Yes.
you want, you can give me an Arcana or Religion about that.
Yeah. We'll do an Arcana for that. 24.
24 Arcana. You think that somewhere in that focus that she has, though she was using the wand to cast, means that had something else in it. You're aware that some mages can have contingencies put in where certain
Yeah.
spells cast, but you don't know a lot of sorcerers that could do specifically that. And
Yeah.
parts of it stood off strangely to you. There's an odd and distant part of you who is used to working with these undead gods that worry or wonder if she was the one that cast that spell or not.
So I'm standing there with a ghoul's mouth around my bracer as I'm like trying to fight it off. And its mouth is still just like caught on it. Ooh, that hit my tip. And I'll be like, I think she has help, and I'm not talking about the ghouls. And I will cast a Shocking Grasp on this one on me, which is going to be a 21 versus its AC.
All right, that certainly hits.
All right. It takes 11 lightning damage. And as we all know and love, every wizard should have Shocking Grasp, because as I do that, so it goes through my arm into the bracer and into it, and it sort of like freezes, and it's just standing there twitching, and I just sort of go, that's all, and I walk away.
You see as it learns the dangers of high voltage and tries to go swing at you, but its muscles haven't recovered, and you are able to move back and away from it, unable to take reactions.
The sort of lines of prismatic astral light are still sort of like circling around me and looking as if they're just waiting for something to be flung at it, specifically Belcorra. But as I walk up, I'll sort of scoop up Ace's rapier on the way and be like, you dropped this deer.
Is the ghoul down?
That ghoul is not down, but it is currently can't move and couldn't take reactions. So
Cool.
it's hurt, but it's far from dead.
Cool.
It will be coming. It'll be coming back. It's gonna chase me.
Yeah.
It's down in the sense of it's depressed.
I'm asking because is it my turn
now? Unless our Maverick has anything for bonus actions, yes.
Well, the bonus action was scooping up the rapier.
Gotcha.
Cool. Because then in that case, I'm going to use my bonus action to switch from my club to my longbow and shoot it dead in the eye to give my boy some cover. And because basically, I just imagine at that comment, you just see a little like half smirk from Asaphina. So let me bow. Oh no, it's 11.
Right. These guys aren't the dodgiest things in the world, but you see as you shoot and it cracks its body in that strange way before, and it hits it, but seems to take off something that it has no real issue with. So that is a miss.
Question though, you said it was incapacitated. Does that give advantage?
When it is, I don't believe Shocking Grasp incapacitates it.
Oh, okay.
It just makes it to where they can't take reactions.
Gotcha. Okay, never mind that. All right, cool.
The turned ones are incapacitated, but that one's not turned, unfortunately.
Okay, that's fine.
That was the one that passed.
Yeah.
Then that is my turn, I guess.
Righty. Yeah, you've got that, and
and then also Fable, you said she was in a room to the east? Or that's where
you are aware that she is towards she is somewhat close to the east.
Okay. Yeah, so Asaphina will also communicate to the party I can still sense Belcorra. She is still nearby to the east. And so long as she is my quarry, she will not escape us.
The East, she's supposed to be dead.
You've seen her true face now.
Gross. Pass.
Lucky us.
Would
Oh.
rather not have seen that. East, Vol points both up to the hallway a little north of us that seems to go eastward and down to the door that seems to go to the east, looking to the party to see if anyone has preference for the north or southeast.
Can I do a survival check, Abel?
Yeah, I would say give me a survival check, sort of based upon what you've got visually of your environment, as well as what you've seen here, and like what you can sense off of her.
Awesome. Let's see. Yeah, this gives me advantage. Where is it? I can. Okay, 18 and 18 it is.
Alrighty. With an 18, you would note that as far as you could tell from your like short look outside of the building, she's probably in the room nearest. So that door is where that room goes. From what you can tell, you remembered seeing like it from where this is positioned in the building, because you can see a hallway. You think there must be two ways into that room.
Okay.
Either that or that room's the only way in and out would be that door, which doesn't really make sense in terms of layout. So you think that there's a way in right there, and then further down that hallway is another way in on top of it.
Asafina would communicate that to the party. Just like pointing at the door, but also like there's probably another way into.
Right. With a on initiative 5, some of these others are going to flee. You hear splashes outside from the door that Zarmaptian left open.
Yay! Love that.
And then next up, we've got back up to Atari.
Okay. So I'm going to use my bonus action to dash. And we agreed this door to the south, right?
I believe so, yeah. The southeast door.
10.
You're moving me.
Oh, I'm moving you. Sorry.
I mean, she's also going to be heading in that direction, but you get
10.
the jump on it.
Yep. 30. And then through the door. Clearly this is fine.
Yeah. I mean, did you see the shape she was in earlier? Like, yeah. This is cleanup at this point.
Right. As you rush in, you see Belcorra in the middle of casting a spell, looks towards you. Now as you rush into the room, you can see her skull, but you see that there is a sheen of blue that takes on the look of her previous features, the face that you know to be lying on the ground outside.
Thanks for
But
reminding me.
You can see straight through that to the skull as well, but the eyes look at you, and she continues to speak the words that as she is casting a spell, and despite that, you hear a secondary voice as her mouth moves that says, "Oh, hello. So you've chosen to be first to die. Wonderful."
Wow. Okay. Is she no longer incapacitated?
She is
Yeah,
not.
yeah,
Okay.
that ended at the beginning of my turn.
Just confirming what I visually see.
Yeah.
I will throw a dagger at her to try to distract her concentration.
Alrighty.
That's a 20 on the die. Wow.
All right, with a natural
Nice.
20, that
You saw it here first.
you rush into the room uh
This is the sort of
without a
thing where
dagger.
if I'd been rolling my Phoenix dice, I probably would have fudged it and said 19 because I was self-conscious about having too many crits. But since it happened on this die, I mean,
No, we
we
saw
have
it
to,
happen.
we saw it happen.
We all saw it
All
happen.
right.
Yeah, we
Yeah,
did.
because he's
You
sleeping.
throw it, you huck a dagger at her,
This
and
is
it
going to distract a little.
she, odd to you, drops her hands so that you don't hit her arms as the dagger buries into her shoulder. I am sick of little adventures like you coming into my castle. But fine. I tried to give it time. You should have run. You will never get that chance again. Not here. Not in death.
Wow. Let's roll some damage, shall we? Empty words.
Uh,
5. Oh, these are bad rolls. 7, 8, 9, 13.
Are you doubling?
I am. Uh, 13 plus 12 is 25,
That's not bad.
28, 29. I'm getting a lot of ones on the D6s, but it added up nicely. The 4 D6 for sneak attack doubled. Lovely.
yes.
So this is 29 all told on this attack.
Dang, you must have hit it vain.
Dang.
I mean, I hit her where she's still flesh and not ghoul, so
It's true.
You see a spout of blood, so you have ran, dashed, thrown a dagger. Anything else?
uh I can do the nick thing. So let's throw another little dagger. This one is only going to be a 2 to hit, so
That
that's going to
one.
miss.
That one misses. Yes, you see as uh through the motion of looking like casting a spell, she just moves and lets it go in between the bones of her arm, and makes
Creepy.
contact with nothing.
Amazing.
Uh,
Do you mind tossing that back to me? It's got sentimental value.
Oh, good to know. Certainly. I'll make sure you remain well acquainted. And at initiative 21, that is Vol.
All right. Can't let the bestie go into that one alone.
I'm actually going to move one more space into the room just to clear the doorway.
Okay,
right.
so
Since I had the movement.
Do I need to do a dash to get in there, or can I with my normal movement?
Let's see. That'd be
You can get to the doorway if you've
5,
got
10.
30.
I have,
Yeah,
yes,
you
I
can
do have
get
30.
you can get to the door. To get inside, you will need to take a dash action.
Okay. And so then I still have one attack after that, though, right? Or is that
No.
no? Okay.
So that would be using your action to take a dash.
Okay.
If you used another action surge, then you could attack again.
Okay. I only had the one. All right. And dashed. Does it?
It's just doubling your movement. So
Okay.
you've got, so you go from having 30 feet of movement to 60.
Okay. Vol then will use the dash to rush inside, and so that way, she can be nearby her buddy, to make sure he's not in there alone. And then, can I still use a bonus action though?
Yes.
Okay. Uh, rushes in, slam gauntleted boots down, slides to a stop while kind of smacking herself on her shoulder with the free action while doing second wind to get some of that HP back. Let's see, and that is 13 HP back. Yelling, "All right, let's go again!" And that posturing is my action, I guess.
Oh, righty. At the end of your turn, face now torn off, she says, "Yes, let's." And you watch her eyes go and darken. And as her first legendary action, she's going to utilize Corrupting Gaze. And as you sort of rush in with bravado, she looks at you, Vol, and then just rolls her eyes over towards Otari. And Otari, I need you to give me a wisdom save. DC
Ooh.
18.
That's an 11.
Alrighty.
This gay is corrupted.
Girl, thanks for not using that on the person with the -1 to that.
Well, somebody decided they were going to die first.
It's just because he moves slightly faster than me.
Almost like foreshadowing.
Nothing's gonna happen to him.
Otari's fine. He's slippery. He'll get out of this.
He gets out of everything.
Alrighty. So let's see. You look at her. I'm just going to use a digital dice roller because that would otherwise be a lot of dice.
Oh no.
So,
I don't like the
sometimes
sound of a lot of dice.
That's a lot of clicky clacks.
Yeah, and my big dice are downstairs, so I'll make sure to grab those after the break. So you see as she turns toward you that there's a moment of her eyes focusing, and you feel that same sort of cold burning in your hand that creeps through your body. And Vol, you see an odd green smoke just begin to burn out of Otari's eyes as she looks, and she will deal 30 points of psychic damage to you.
Wow. So, Otari crumples against Vol, unconscious, and falls to the ground.
Whoa.
That was my remaining hit points. I'm not dead, but I'm in death save land.
Ooh. Okay.
Wait,
And
we need our
now
cleric in
it's-
here.
And now it's her turn.
It is my turn?
No, it's
Okay.
Belcorra's.
Okay, I was gonna say, like, that would be convenient if I jumped the initiative order for this moment. Anyway, continue.
She finishes the spell that she's casting, and you see a dome appear around here that takes on these angular shapes and twists in the air, similar into some spells that you've seen Zarmafdian cast, defensive in nature, but as it does, it sort of like shimmers through the air. Seems to be a preparation for something. And then, so with her action, she'll do that. And at her turn, she'll roll to see if she refreshes. She's not. Bow. And yes, so you see her cast this spell, and then as this dome goes out, she will snap loud again, and you hear rushing from your southeast.
Oh no.
Yike.
And for her movement, she will go 5, 10, 15. And as a brief reminder, this map shows everything destroyed. It's not. It's actually pristine currently. You're in a small room that seems to have a bunch of some parts of storage that has been set up. You see parts of what look to be unassembled construction equipment in here. Before there is, and a couple of places where it looks like parts of this have been fixed back up. There's the, as you can see, door immediately to your to the west of this room, the door up to the north, and then the door to the southeast. And you hear a roiling sound and see the floor, parts of it like begin to get little points of light that just out of the corner of your eye, you think you see it.
Don't like this.
But that is what she's going to do for now, which takes it to on initiative 15. B.
So also when Otari kind of slumps against her too, for the first time, Vol's face seems to lose some of that bravado as she yells, "Hey, get in here!"
You hear running, scrabbling movements across the stones outside. Zarmapti, and it's your turn.
Seeing some magical shenanigans through that open door, he will move as quickly as he can into the open door. What does he see with his arcane eyes when he looks at Belcorra?
There is a dome of shifting abjurative magic about her that she seems to be working on casting a second spell already, but kind of looks at you from a glances her eyes over at you as you walk in. If you want, you can give me an Arcana check to try and recognize the spell that she has cast.
Yeah. Ooh, that's not great. An 18.
All right. This is a certainly abjurative spell. I'll give you the name, and I'll say that unless you have it on your spell, like unless you have it prepared, you're not 100% sure what it does. But you know that whatever the shape that is, that looks like a globe of invulnerability. As she has put out this dome around her, you know it to be abjurative in nature.
Right.
You know that it is you know that it's abjurative in nature. You know that she is generally protected from some things, but she has made a sort of bubble around herself. And I will actually, for the sake of visuals, because that's kind of important. You see there, this is the space that it is overtaking.
I mean, globe of invulnerability, it seems like the answer's in the name.
Yeah. This is the point where I'm going to remind the chat that if you like wizards doing cool stuff with spells, you can buy a spell slot so that we can keep doing high level cool stuff, because you know what I'm going to do?
It's a high level cool thing.
Uh-huh.
Gideon would love if you bought the wizard some spell slots.
So seeing that she's casting abjurative magic, I don't know that spell myself. I myself cannot cast it, but I recognize the shape of it. And I understand and say to her, I was like, "Oh, Belcorra, you are an aberrant stain on the universe, and the universe is against you. And I cast Dispel on the globe of invulnerability.
All right. So I'll need you to roll for it. Dispel magic. Let me see here.
Spells of 3 level or lower end for each ongoing spell of 4 or higher ability check. DC is 10 plus the spell's level.
All right. So I need you to give me an intelligence spellcasting roll. Your DC is 16. This is a 6th level spell.
Right. And then, sorry, it's been a minute since I've done these. I just add my intelligence modifier, correct?
Correct.
Okay. That is going to be a 19 because my intelligence modifier is +5.
Oh, incredible. So with a 19, you see that you cast this spell that goes into all of the seams of this magic. It's powerful, protective, abjurative magic, but she's not the sort of abjurative professional that you are. This has holes and seams and things that can be cut, and your magic runs through it like a seam ripper, opening up like a deflated soccer ball that spins off and throws out. And the several parts of this throw out into the air, and you see she looks frustrated but patient. And as this emanation dispels with like a stain on the world. Oh, you wanted to see. Let me show you. And we'll use her refreshed legendary action to use a corrupting gaze on you, and I will need a DC 18 wisdom saving throw, as the very similar to the space that you had ripped open beforehand. You see that you want to see, then look, witness, and you feel it surge into your mind.
I got an 11.
Oh no.
An 11.
Baby, no.
The good rolls had to stop at some point.
You and your curious mind are revealed to the depths of the outer space, and are shown images that, as you look at it, it's like the depths of space whirl past you, and for a moment you aren't where you are. The world is cold and empty. You feel a starless vacuum. You feel a starless vacuum surge past you as you feel a rush around. At the end of whatever that is an empty and clawing hunger. You have spent your life knowing you are something that has gone in the astral sea, but of void without star. Something that eats everything it can get its hands on. A hunger that doesn't end looks at you, and by perceiving you, in part consumes you, as you take 29 points of psychic damage.
So here is what happens.
Okay.
My arcane ward, you see it like sort of try and form itself into like a fractal in front of me to try and absorb all of it. And it doesn't. Some gets through, but not much, because my arcane ward soaked 21 of that damage.
Beautiful.
Oh, thank goodness.
I will, however, sorry, you said 29?
29 was
29.
the total.
Okay. So I will take the last 8 of that. which comes out of my temporary hit points. So you then also see the sort of like rainbow sort of like ribbons going around me sort of dim in their light. But I go to that place, all of that occurs, and you see me open my eyes, and my eyes are filled with stars. And I tell her, like, oh, you think I haven't seen that before? You've just strengthened my resolve, and that resolve is represented by the 4th level spell slot that the chat just gave me. Thank you.
You see, and what they don't realize, or she doesn't realize that as she casts this on you, is that a wizard, given time, wins. Information is the lifeblood of a wizard's victory, and you know where her power comes from, terrifying as it is. You know the shape of the outer goddess Nimbaloth, the empty death, an eater of souls. It lives in ghosts and in the consumption and in swamps, is a place with nothing, a faceless goddess of devouring. But now you know the shape that tries to strike you. There's inspiration to be taken from that, certainly. We will move on to Initiative 5 with Asaphina. You heard a shout inside demanding you get in here. Vol's voice does not quaver often.
Yeah, Asaphina is going to go as fast as she can to get in there. If you could please move me my full range of movement. And then to confirm, you can't use a bonus action for extra movement, can you?
No.
Okay,
A
cool.
rogue has cunning actions
Yeah.
and for that, but
Yeah, no, that's
nothing that
fine.
you have.
Yeah. So then from there, can I see Otari bleeding out?
Yes, I will say that you can see Vol has a sword out, but is trying to hold Otari as standing as she can.
Okay, cool.
And he is limp on her.
Yeah, so
Specifically
Asaphina,
keeping him behind her too, as much as she can.
Asaphina, her like seeing that sight, her breath catches in her throat for a moment. But then her eyes snap wide open as she just opens herself up to that force of faith, calling on the Elk Father, and saying specifically, Elk Father, I call upon you to spare this one. He's the heart of our fellowship. And I cast Healing Word at 3rd level.
Incredible. Roll that up for me.
Only 14. I'm sorry.
Oh, that's 14 more hit points than I had.
Yeah, that's
I will
14
take
more
them
than 0.
and love them.
14 is
Yay!
greater than 0.
Yeah, so I like to imagine that, maybe little plants sprout around Otari or something from the blessing.
Awesome.
You see of all of the moss and dankness here, some of the lichen blooms on the wounds and then falls off like a scab having clone.
Exactly. It's like that scene in Fern Gully.
Formative movie.
You all see Belcorra as you rush and it's like, oh, wonderful. The family's all here. This will be fun then. I wonder which one of you will survive last to get to watch the rest of you bleed out, die, your souls ripped and fed to my goddess. I do want that to take a minute. But you've made me rush my timetable. And you see that she sparks up spellfire in her hands, and in the room at initiative 0, those previously seen little glowing bits raise up out of the ground, and will-o-wisps, the eye of Nimbaloth, appear in the room, near Vol and a little bit further back. You hear the rushing nearby. Belcorra looks hurt, but you all aren't doing great either. And that's where we're going to take a quick little 10-minute break. So thank you all. We're going to take 10 minutes to go to the bathroom, get some water, and then we'll be right back for our thrilling conclusion. Stick around. All right. Welcome back to the Rally of the Roseguard, everybody. We are coming back in at the top of the round with Otari. Otari, you immediately blink back to consciousness. You remember seeing darkness envelop you, and now you are waking up, hanging off of Vol. There are these glowing little spaces in the air, and you see Belcorra in the back of the room. They're scrabbling on this back wall. Your friends are in the space here, but worst of all, that sinking feeling from in your stomach from this morning, you'd think that would be the bad thing. And by the grace of Desna, you've never had a gut feeling that was wrong, usually for worse, and it's not gone yet.
Hey, y'all made it. Hi.
Still with us there, buddy?
Oh, that was cold.
You're fine. You're
That was-
fine. You got this.
Cold and
Right.
green.
Praise Aristil.
Praise
Yeah,
Rastil.
Mhm.
Rastil, our bro. Thanks, Ace.
Throw the
All
horns
right.
for a rastal.
Yes. So
I just imagine in this horrifying situation with the throats for Rascal, you just see Asaphina's soul briefly leave her body.
Oh, sweetheart, why do you think I do it every single time?
oh man. So Otari stands, a little shaky on his feet, but gets his feet under him, claps Vol on the shoulder. I got this. Yeah,
Yeah?
I got this. Since Vol was holding him up, is it still a movement action to stand?
So when you fall unconscious, you do fall prone.
You flop. Yeah.
Yeah, you flop. It is half your movement
Okay.
to stand back up.
All right. So that means I'm gonna wipe my blade off on my sleeve, line it up, and just try to hit her from here. Back to it, my
All
friends.
right.
Back to it. And so natural 1.
You huck this dagger at her, and faceless and bloodied, standing in the back of the room, she seems patient and angry. Your blade flashes through the air, and it bounces off of nothing and flies into the corner. Was that sentimental too?
Not as sentimental as this one. I pull out another one and I kiss it, and then I throw it at her. And this time we're going to use our luck point and give ourselves advantage.
Righty.
So that'll be a 19 or, yeah, a 19. So that's a 26 to hit.
26. You see that you send that one in. She holds her hand, closes, and you watch space-time wrinkle and fold as she casts shield. And whether by skill or luck, the gravitational force still manages to swing back and hit her across the back.
Nice. I like that. So that's 1d4 plus 4 is 8, plus we still have a sneak attack this turn. So
I don't believe there's anything that you are doing that provokes sneak attack. You are inquisitive, so if you would like to have, if you would like to make the roll, I believe you're an inquisitive rogue, correct?
Thief Rogue.
A thief rogue.
Mm.
So an
Oh,
ally has to be with them, or you have to be rolling
next
with
to her.
advantage.
Oh,
Yes.
yeah. I have
And
a
sometimes you
thing.
can steady aim, but you've used part of
Yeah.
your movement to stand up.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Well, then that was 8 points.
All right.
And we shall be happy for it.
It's still 8 points, and she's not looking hot.
The fact that I hit her after that, bravado is all that matters, because if I'd missed her after the bravado, then, well, that would be like a physical blow to me as a rogue. So
Alrighty. So
I
that is
can
part of your
pretend to
movement.
be a lot more stable on my feet than I actually am. And I'm going to stay put here so that I can perhaps do that steady aim next time.
Alrighty. Then next up, Vol, it is your go. Otari is standing again, and uh, there is now this floating sort of wisp that looks like a knot of hair that floats on the edges as though moving through water that is letting out light, floating near you, and your hair starts to stand on end facing it as it sort of just bobs through it.
Oh, I do not like that. Vol kind of looks between the will-o-wisp that is right next to her and Belcorra across the room, and again, you think even just like back when you first knew her, she would have said screw it and just rushed Belcorra probably, but whatever these will-o-wisps can do, they're closer to her injured friend. And she trusts in the magic of Zarmavdian and Ace, so dealing with the immediate problem and taking a swing at the will-o-wisp first. And that's only a 16 to hit, though.
Alrighty. You see that this thing, as it's through the air, you strike down at it, and it is small and already partially like ephemeral. So you see it uh bob past. That one doesn't hit this. It looks like these
Okay.
guys are probably going to be pretty difficult to land. You are batting at moths with a sword.
Okay, let's see. That might be... Okay, having tried that, I think in this case maybe it might be better to rush Belcorra after all, actually.
All right.
You got this.
Okay. Closing the distance then to take a swing at her directly.
All right. As you move out of the engage range of the wisp, it's going to take a quick swing at you.
Okay.
That is going to be 17 to hit.
Does not hit.
All right. So you feel it sort of swing towards you, and something sparks off of your armor, but you manage to get out of the range of it.
Back at you, buddy.
Uh, and as you run up, you see that Belcorra goes, Interesting. Your friend called dibs.
Uh, and she just says, "Yeah, sometimes I cheat," and that was a nat 20 to hit.
Beautiful. Perfect. Glorious. All right. That doubles your dice for this roll.
Okay, and I think, ooh, I believe that auto did that add it. Okay, so that's still only 12. Dang.
All right. 12. Only 12. It hits hard as
One of those
you're
dice
here.
was a 1.
Yeah.
Aw.
As it swings in, she's clearly not looking great. Uh, as you go and slash across her, the blood that hits the ground is black now. That coats the cooperative blade that sprays on you as you strike. And she looks. She's hurt, but there is a wild excitement to her face as you have closed the distance to her. And she is going to uh, she's going to shoot a hand out at you, use her legendary action uh, to say, "That's fine. Me too," and grabs at your face.
Is this
And
melee or is this a spell attack?
let me see here. That is a good question.
Bull needs that face.
I'm pretty sure it's
Very good looking.
I think it's technically a spell attack, but let me no, it's a melee attack roll.
Never mind then.
Because this is using those arms that she sacrificed, and that'll be an 18 to hit. Or no. Wait, oh wait, she hits really hard with these. 23 to hit.
Ooh, that does hit.
Alrighty.
Almost. So close. Finally remember to buy armor this time.
You see, as we zoom out, there is a moment scrawled in red, editor's note, wasn't she wearing nothing, basically, whenever she walked in? The costumes are consistent for future promotional material, so we want to make sure that we're describing them the same way each time or describing if they change.
Suddenly Vola's wearing armor. She wasn't wearing armor a couple pages ago. It's kind of weird.
Your fetish is showing, author.
That is 20 points of necrotic damage as she
Oh,
grabs you by the face and you get immediate frostburn all across your forehead, across your brow, and your head is thrown back.
so that is. I am still technically not bloodied.
All
Sweet,
right.
sweet fighter hit points.
Yeah.
It's
Sweet,
close,
sweet
but I'm
fighter
not
hit
actually
points.
bloodied yet.
Don't tempt
All right.
So yeah,
Uh,
Bolt's head snaps back, and she's got the frostbite all over her face, but she is grinning.
You see that she doesn't look, or is there anything else you're doing? So that's 2 attacks, your movement. Anything else?
I think. You know what? F it. I got 3 of them. I'm gonna use another second wind.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, do it.
I mean,
Heal
it's
in
a
her
boss
face.
fight. If not now, when?
Yeah.
Exactly.
Hey, you should probably keep your hit points up around her. Not gonna lie.
Yeah. So
If
yeah,
you're gonna
that's
be right
the
up next to her.
Gets back 11 HP. So yeah, that's she is grinning, exhales, and seems to just like shakes her head really hard and is like, "All right, honey, let's go."
You see that she Do you mind if I borrow some of that? And now she is casting a spell as she goes to claw at
Is this her turn now?
Yes, this swaps to her turn.
Okay. 4th level counterspell.
All right. You see as she uh you as it this appears starts to go and you see a spell get cast and her eyes snap up. No, my turn. She is going to try and counterspell your counterspell. But she'll
No,
have
we're
to
just playing
roll
Magic
for
the
it
Gathering.
because yours is 4th level.
Actually, sorry,
Yeah,
rules
double check.
thing.
Go for it.
It seems as if Counterspell has changed recently.
Has it?
Yes, and it's terrible, and I hate it.
Okay, give me a
Because
second.
Counterspell used to work like Dispel,
Oop.
but now it's just a con save.
All right, let me take a
And
quick
so I
look at
actually
it.
can't cast it up leveled.
Yeah, let me look at the new level.
Like when did that? I assume that got nerfed in 5.5, but I just noticed that I can't up level cast it because it's different now. Unless you want to just rule that we're using the legacy one, in which case I will cast it up level and then we'll have this wizard fight.
And you attempt to interrupt a creature in the process of casting a spell. It makes a con save. On a failed save, spell dissipates. And the action, bonus action, or reaction used to cast it wasted. Spell was cast with spell slot. The slot isn't expended. I will say let's do the legacy for now, just for the sake of it.
Great.
Since that's what you were imagining when you did it, we'll run with that. But good to know in the future. Hey, if you're running Dungeons and Dragons 2024 edition, for that Counterspell has a little bit of a difference to it.
Yeah.
Nevertheless, she will try and counterspell your counterspell.
Okay.
Which you made it 4th level, so it would be DC 14.
Yeah.
She adds 5. That is a 24. So you see as she whips and the counterspell comes in, and as you had done before, and this crack in space-time consumed the spell, she does the same, less composed, more a twisting of space until it ripped open. And the spell is pulled spiraling inside.
Well, that's disconcerting, but the good news is that as I cast that, it recharged my arcane word with some hit points.
Beautiful. Awesome. So that goes in. And she is going to try and hit with the thing that she's got.
That does also mean, though, that she used her reaction, so she can't cast shield again.
Correct.
Unless there's some legendary action shenanigans.
She has legendary actions, but does not have that does use her reaction one way or the other. And so now she's going to try and hit Vol with that spell that she cast. Oh, that's a D12. I've been doing. Can you tell that I've been doing this for over a decade? All right. So that will be a numbers. 18 to hit.
Just barely does not.
Just barely does not. You see it swipes past. You feel it click on your skin and feel some of the vitality that you just got back drain into the claw. As this one now seems to burn, and she and as you are in the space with her, she can't do any of those with she can't do a legendary act on the end, a legendary action on the end of her own turn. Vol, you've been in a lot of fights. I want you to give me an insight check since you are right up against her.
Alrighty, let's see. That is That's a 13.
13.
Almost a nat 20. So close to that it.
You feel weird about this, but you can't place Y right now.
I'm getting a bad
something
feeling.
about how this is going sets your stomach to the side.
Team, the vibes are off.
On initiative 15, 5, 10. Oh, no, 5, 10. Then 50, 5, 10, 15, 20. 5, 10,
Somewhere
15,
in the far
20,
future,
25,
Esmond's eye twitches and he just has no idea why.
30. As these two ghouls that were clamoring at the door throw them out, and then they go and set, and now both of these are going to move, and they're going to make a grapple check against both of you. So you can give me an acrobatics or athletics in response. For
That's a 19.
Okay, I got a 16, but I have the little A next to it, so does that mean I always get advantage on it?
yes, you're an athlete, so
Sorry, that's a 26. That's a 19 on the die.
Okay,
amazing.
19. Much better.
Alrighty. So that would be they run up to you. Both of you are able to slip these strikes as they try and grab you. The these moments of the ghoul, instead of like trying to bite at you or anything, launch up and like snag at you. But neither of them are able to grab, so that takes it down to Zarmavdian's turn.
All right. So first things first. So with my ward being slightly replenished by the abjuration magic that flowed through me, I just sort of, you see him just very slowly bring his arms together. And when he comes back, like a sort of like burst of prismatic light comes out of him, and he casts Elminster's Illusion, which is another abjuration spell, which will strengthen his ward even further. And now you see arcane glyphs just sort of like slipping over these sort of like crystalline edges of his ward. And I now have advantage on saving throws against spells and all magical effects. And if I succeed on a saving throw against a spell or a magical effect that would normally take half as much damage, I instead take no damage.
All right. You Arcana ripples through the air, and in the tone of it seems to whisper through it. And there's an almost chanting and no real words to the bassy ripple as it moves about you, runes flashing across your magic.
And then I say, I said no. And I am going, and one of those like sort of strands of light I will bring into my hand and fling it at her again, trying to hit her again with Luna's Serpent.
Okay.
Oh yeah. 25 versus AC.
25 hits.
4 force damage.
All right.
But she is once again poisoned and incapacitated. No save.
Got it. So you see this hits her, and as previously, she had been, she had twisted in pain. Now you just see this grinning skull, and it's kind of hard to tell if it's just the skull or what, but it seems like she's smiling wildly.
Doesn't seem like it's effective. Is she just completely undead now?
It certainly hit her.
Fable.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like I should know if the status effect took effect, right?
She seems to be currently incapacitated, but it's not working the same way as it did before.
That's fair.
It looks like something is beginning to change in her. And you're trying to tell from this distance what it is, but too many things are changing at once for you to be able to lock it down.
And then I just say to my friends in the room, like, I'm going to prep something and I'm going to step out of the room.
You left a watermelon in the oven?
Left a grape in the microwave.
All right, that takes it down at initiative 5 to Isafina. At the end, so it's Isafina's turn, but at the end of your turn, Zarmavdian, she will use 2 of her legendary actions to end an effect on her. She will keep the poison condition, but removed incapacitated.
She will remove the poisoned condition.
I'm sorry, she keeps poisoned, removes incapacitated.
She loses both because the way the spell works is that she gets poisoned, and while she's poisoned, she's incapacitated. So it's like the poison causes the incapacitation. So she would just do that. But yeah.
Got it. Good to know. Then, yes, you see it. She uses a lot of this power that she's been using to sort of strike swiftly to end this effect on her. It means that she can't start punching Vol in between at every turn, but
I felt that. It's not good. She's free. Kill it. Kill it.
Trying.
You are muted, Isafina.
Thank you. I muted myself because my roommate was cooking in the other room and it was a little loud. But yeah, Aethafina's going to step forward. Let's see. I'm trying to think. I want to say roughly if I could have her be like roughly in the middle of the room without provoking attacks of opportunity.
Without provoking any attacks of opportunity, let's see, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25.
Yeah, like
yeah, you could take a very circuitous route and end up basically just above the will-o-wisp and the oh nope, because there's the will-o-wisp up here that hasn't been tapped yet. So it's pretty locked down.
okay.
You will either take an attack of op from the will-o-wisp or the ghoul.
Okay.
If you want to get in the middle.
Let me take it from the will-o-wisp then.
Right.
Because we're gonna make things easier for our friends by turning undead again.
Okay. It's 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Oh, actually, you can be right here and be engaged with 2 of them, but not take an attack of op.
Cool. All right, yeah, that's exactly where I wanted to be. Yeah, so once again, she holds up the holy symbol of Erastil and calls upon the power of her faith and
Makes the horns.
absolutely not. And says, this land is my home, and you are not welcome here. And like let's get those undead turned.
Alrighty. There is a
Mhm.
burst of this green light. Let's see. Gloriously. You see that this affects Belcorra more than it did before, but
Excellent.
she resists it.
Okay.
However, it looks like, as far as you can tell, almost everything else in this room failed.
Good. Does that include the wisps?
Correct.
Yay! I wasn't sure if they were affected or not. So yeah, while she's holding up the symbol, like, she will tell her friends, they are turned. Give her everything you've got. This is our chance. This is our home. Defend it with your lives.
With your lives, you say. Good idea. And she takes her hand up. There is a glowing in her palm. And she says, now that Zarmavdine has exited the room, fuck you. Snaps, and you feel the ground fall away. I need all of you to give me a dexterity saving throw.
Oh my gosh.
Ooh, I got a 24. Ooh,
17.
Okay.
I rolled a nat 20 with my 24. Ha! Arastal is blessing me tonight.
13.
13. You see the ground crack and move. And parts of this stone fall away. You all steady yourself and have to leap to supports as the ghouls who were turned and running away fall through. And Otari, you leap through the air towards the door. And it feels as though there are dark hands on your knee and ankle, and you fall just short of the door. For everyone else, you turn around. It's 1 second there, second gone. Zarmavdine, you get to see the edge of Otari's hand as it. The ground clatters beneath. You hear the sound of stones striking each other. You see that many of these spots disappear. We will actually set specific spaces as you look around. And aside from some supports and pieces of stone, much of the floor of this room has fallen away. You hear the clatter of stones underneath. You see these ghouls disappear into it. And you hear now across the room, or for you, Vol, right in front of you. Told you first.
Asathena screams Otari's name, which I will not do because I don't want to blow out my microphone. And tries to see if she can see anything.
In the glints of the will-o-wisps that dance in the air, it goes to just darkness below. You haven't heard stone hit floor yet. This is not a shortfall.
No.
At the top of the round would be Otari's. So, tell me, who remembers what? We can go through all of them currently, if you'd like.
So, where Otari was, there's nothing. There's where there was a link, a psychic link, a heart link, a feeling of a friend present, there's a void. But there are memories in that void. There's Vol, you remember that time that you woke up and the cooperative blade was missing from its sheath. And you were panicked, but it was just across the room. Otari had taken it to sharpen it on his own whetstone by his own bedroll and brought it back to you wrapped in a cloth of velvet. Asafina, you remember that one time when Otari was sleeping with that bartender at that fancy bar and convinced him to let him take over his shift. And he asked you to make good berries. And you did. And he made them into cocktails with fresh herbs. And you knew it was Erastil's feast day, but you didn't know he knew. And Zarmavtian, you remember that time you woke up for a turn at watch and you found a spell book at your feet, and it must have cost a fortune. And you noticed later that Otari had a couple fewer rings on his fingers. He hadn't actually stolen it, because then you wouldn't be able to use it honorably. He'd bought it for you. You all remember that time he baked bread and it was awful, but you ate it and laughed, and he ate it with you and made faces at himself with you, and it was the most terrible, half burnt, half raw thing. And everybody was pretty sick that night. But where he was, there's nothing. There's no link to anything alive. There's just void and the absolute lack of sound of a body hitting bottom. It hasn't happened yet.
You all gain one heroic inspiration to be used either to gain advantage on a die or roll a hit die to regain health, as in one moment a friend turns into memories. Volrajani, it is your turn. Your friend is gone into darkness. Belcorra is behind you, but your friend has disappeared. Make a choice.
Oh. Vol lets out just this scream as she kind of grabs at the edge of, the stone that she's on, looking for any possible sign of Otari, any light. And because it would be just like him, you look down and you'd see him grabbing just on the edge, just under it. Obviously, that's why we didn't hear him hit anything yet, but he's not there. And there is someone who's responsible for this. And a look
What you
that has
do here, it is a little bit of a clink, but it's not a clink in the room, it's a clink in your mind. It's that time you faced the slavers and Otari broke every single manacle in their possession so that they could never be used again.
Bull used to be a worse person. Even she'll be the first to admit that. And thanks to the team and Otari, she's learned to be a lot better. But there is the flash of that old murder in her eyes as she turns to look at Belcorra and swings for an attack to finish this person who hurt her people.
You bear up your sword, and she looks. You swing practiced but borderline blindly.
I'm actually going to use that heroic inspiration for advantage on that.
Beautiful. Perfect.
Oh, which is good because that first roll was not good.
Mhm.
Second roll is also not good. It's only a 12.
All right. The first swing, you see that edges of her cloak have started to go ephemeral, and she dodges out of the way of the strike. It clinks off of a bone that doesn't seem to affect her. And then there were three. You wanted to follow, right? You had dibs. But you
Oh,
wanted
I have
to.
dibs all right. And second attack, come on. That's a 23 for the second
23 hits.
one. Only 7 damage.
7 damage. She's you strike through her, you hear part of her body hit the ground. The you hear part of her body hit the ground, and yet you see both arms above. Something is happening, but she is still standing there, barely alive, but not dead yet.
Okay, and I think that's pretty much it for what I got, other than I did hit, so now she has disadvantage.
Yep. You see you see as you hit and she goes, and you see the one sort of ghostly hand grab the grab at the thing around her neck of like, empty death. Empty death. And you watch the other light in the eye blink away. And she teleports away from in front of you.
Bull just lets out a scream.
That is her action, though. As Zarmavdian, you are the only one who can see, though Asaphina can feel where she's gone. Asaphina has a feeling of to the north.
Sorry,
but
but you said that I
Zarmavdian,
can see.
you stepped out into the hallway, and you see a flash of green light up to the north, as underneath that tower she and begins chanting as the skull in her hands turns to dust. And she starts a chant, but she is there. She's used a bonus action, but that was her action, and she is not in range to do anything else, which makes it your turn.
Mavdian, seeing her, would sort of move up to like he heard what happened. He saw Otari's hand. He has to look.
You look down and see unfathomably deep darkness. Darkness like she showed you. Darkness of Nimbeloth. Soul-consuming, lightless dark.
You all know Zarmavdian as someone who is kind of cold, not cruel, but just calculating, driven, but careful. Abjuration, it's what he does. He is careful. He is methodical. And in this moment, you see a rage in his eyes that you have never seen before. And he wants death. And he just walks straight back away from the door, looks Belcorra straight in the eye, and just screams as loud as he can. And as he does, he doesn't even cast the spell in the traditional way. The magic just shoots at her with the force of his will, and he will cast magic missile at 4th level at her.
Okay. These bolts, points of tearing the space open behind you, this star-filled sky, they travel through an astral sea to chase her down, to grant the blood you demand, and whip through the air. Roll me that damage. She is standing there chanting, and you see that she holds her arms out wide, and is looking up.
20 points of force damage that automatically hits.
You, everywhere throughout this place, you hear that impact. A loud and crunching just of gore and bone snapping. Zarmavdian, you watch as the spell that you have put more hate into anything flies through the air, and from this distance, it's hard to see in detail, but you watch it paste something ichor black against the back wall, and watch her crumple into a heap on the floor. No cackle, no scream, no last words. This place becomes horribly and terribly quiet.
Friends,
You're
please
out
help
of
me.
initiative order.
Okay, so we're out of initiative order now, right?
Correct. You are
Okay.
out of initiative order. The wisps flee from the turn undead. The ghouls fell. Though you know that you've only got so much time before that turn ends, and they're going to collapse back on you.
I guess Aesafina is gonna quickly run over to where Zarm is and see if like I'd like to do like a religion check to see if I need to like do anything to like cleanse the area of this super evil.
Right. So are you trying to go to Zarmavdi, or are you trying to go over to Belcorra?
Oh,
Because Belcorra is way up here.
Oh.
And sorry, way up here.
Oh, dang. Okay.
And Zarmavdian managed to hit her with a magic missile from downtown.
Ah, okay.
Also, if we need to deal with jumping over gaps, I will spend teleports and jump spells to get people there.
That's fair. I was going to say that you can that people are able to get out of the room. They could either jump straight there, or you can go out of the top part of this room, which connects out to the hallway that you knew was there.
Cool. Because I was also going to say, I could cast Longstrider on myself. If I can go over to where Belcorra died, because again, like she wants to make sure, you double tap undead things.
All right. You run and jump around, manage to get up there near Belcorra.
She's part ranger. She has parkour.
Vol, as you take that path, you Look, stare down.
Bull very pointedly took that path to kneel down and try to see any possible sign, sliding her bag forward, swearing under her breath. Of course, she forgot to bring the rope. Why would you need rope in a freaking tower?
Then, 4
You know who
seconds
has
after
rope?
it happened,
Atari has rope. Oops.
May I use my heroic inspiration to re-roll the fail on my religion check that I got?
these two.
Thank you.
Full as you jump over and you look down, 4 seconds later, you hear stone hit water. You don't know anything that could have survived that you have met, and you have absolute faith in Otari. 4 seconds of falling. That's several hundred feet.
Bull just falls to her knees, staring down into that darkness.
18 Fable.
With an 18, you see that what she has become, a lot of this sort of ghastly blue has pulled off of her as it sets, and you see it go up and then drain down. With an 18 religion, sorcerers of this type have always taken their, promised their soul to something. From what you know of Nimbaloth, her soul is to be consumed. This in the agony of endless oblivion and death. The only thing here is cracked and broken bones. But to make sure it doesn't raise an undead, you could cover it in holy water and burn it.
Absolutely.
So she's dead. Ace.
Yes. Her soul has been consumed by that vile thing she calls a god.
At least it's out of this plane.
And I'll make sure that it doesn't come back.
Thank you. You're better at that than me.
You take out pouches and start pouring water that begins to sizzle as it makes contact with this bone. And cover it in something to be... There's no respect to the pyre. Just something to get it out.
While she's doing this, you know, she finds comfort in the routine, but there are still just like tears silently streaming down her face as she just focuses on the task at hand because she can't let Otari's sacrifice be in vain.
You burn this corpse. The flames go blue, then green, then smoke curls out of the top of the gaunt light. No matter how far away they got, those ghouls are going to be on their way back soon.
We need to leave this place. The ghouls will be returning shortly, and we have to let everyone else know what happened.
We'll come back though. Clean, right?
Yes. Yes.
Thank you.
Of course. For
You
Otari.
You will begin to make your way out. As you pass Vol sort of standing and staring down into the dark. There's a math behind her eyes that keeps on coming up at an answer she doesn't like. She keeps on trying to solve the same equation, like it's ever going to end up something different.
Might this time?
not. It's empty as you make your way out of the front of the gauntlet and back in the path. You meet some ghouls in the woods. They don't last long. There is nothing to endanger this world between you and Absalom as you go to report. With one less person. Success. Belcorra Haruvex is dead and cleansed and sure to be gone. The gauntlet stands empty. Things will need to be sent to clean up ghouls, but it will be just ghouls now. You've made sure of it. The ride back, usually full of little quips or things to help bring energy up once you hit, is quiet. Wagon wheels had never sounded so loud. You'd think they'd make quieter ones by now. Legend says that these heroes came back. That after this place was cleansed, a town was erected in memory of their friend. The town of Otari now stands on the shore side 20 miles from Absalom. Legend says that a light now glows in that old lighthouse 500 years later. Those are just legends. Surely they can't be true. Thank you all for joining us for the Rally of the Roseguard. I have been Fable, she, they. I am story and a purveyor thereof, and I have been your DM, and I have been so glad to have you there with me. If you like this story and different stories that I may tell, feel free to join my Patreon over at patreon.com/FableFoxtail. That's FOXTALE. I'll pass that down to Gabrielle.
Thank you. I'm Gabrielle Harboe. It's been an honor to play out Otari's last moments tonight. Thank you so much for joining us. Thank you so much to Fable for running this great mini adventure. I am on Patreon at !Gabrielle H in the chat. I'm on the web at gabrielleharboe.com. Join my Discord and Patreon, and we can talk about games and writing and editing and getting an agent and all those great, wonderful things. And stay tuned for the second season of Abomination Vaults, which will be coming later this year. And with that, take it away, Kelsey and Gideon.
Hi, I'm Kelsey. I was playing Volrajani, having a lot of fun. This is Gideon, 8 weeks old. He'll probably be a lot bigger next time he's on stream, since something else will be in this slot coming up as of next week. But I do post photos of him in both the Dungeon Scrawlers Discord as well as Gabrielle's. So if you want to keep updated on him, you should definitely check both of those out. You can find me on Instagram at Antique Cipher or doing !Kels in the chat. That will lead you directly to it. Take it away, Ben.
Hello, I've been Benjamin Williams. I'm playing Zermaftian, having a fantastic time doing it. I'm going to miss you all over the summer, but fear not, we will be back. And I think Severin might get respect over the summer, because that was a lot of fun. Yeah, please support my friends. They're wonderful, creative, and it's a privilege to get to share my creativity with them, and they will share their creativity with you as well. So, and last but not least, for speaking of support, because Kickstarter's coming, take it away, Jen.
Hello. Oh my God, I love you guys so much. That was so good. I've been Jen. I go by Savage Sparrow on the internet. Tonight I was playing Ace Athena. And I still have feelings. SavageSparrow.com is my awesome website for nerdy apparel and accessories. Patreon.com/SavageSparrow for my artwork. You can hit !savage for those links. Otherwise, tomorrow I am launching my Kickstarter for Skittering Through the Stars Remixed. We have a really cool new button up with the pattern on it as part of the collection because it is something that we have been getting a lot of requests for the first time we did this. And now we got it. So, do please hit !skittering to go to that link, check that stuff out tomorrow. Also on my channel, the Savage Sparrow Twitch channel, I will have Fable and Gabrielle on for my Kickstarter launch party, and it'll be awesome. And we're gonna just like talk and have fun times and adventures and watch number go up. So you can keep us company during that, and it'll be a good time. Look for that around like 12:30 Central Time. And I think we'll go probably to like 3:30-ish. Finally, speaking of next week and this slot in particular, join us for the Affairs of Wizards. I will be back playing my Circle of Anxiety druid, Kiryuan Tailsinger. So it's going to be a super good time. Steven's really excited, and it'll be awesome. Take us home, Fable.
So at the end of things, whenever I've been telling, I like to give a little bit of, let's call it insight into stories. When you are telling something that's a legend has a particular means to it. It's something that persists throughout time. But when's the last time that you've heard the story of a hero that ended happily? When are legends kind to you? Everything has to end, and if it leaves a mark on history, oftentimes it is stained by tragedy. But every legend, as it leaves that mark, is a seed for something else to grow. Maybe it's new heroes, but maybe it's a seedbed of darkness. The only thing that will tell is time. Thank you very much for joining us. You all have been wonderful, and we'll hope to see you again soon. But until then, stay scrawly.